the time which there is a high volume of traffic on our traffic corridors. And of course, as people prepare, looking forward to the end of year festive season celebrations, high volume of traveling is involved. Commuter traffic crashes, which requires sensitization as part of our corporate social responsibility here at Agate Radio, that we care about your safety. We have chosen to dedicate this edition to promote issues that we beam the spotlight on safety of motorists and commuters on our roads. What are those basic measures that will be taken to adhere to safety standards so that lives are not endangered and people have a safe traveling around the Benue traffic corridor? These are the issues we shall try to interrogate on this edition of Perspectives. I have been joined here in the studio by the Sector Commander, Federal Road Safety Corps, Benue State Sector Command. Corps Commander Steve Ayodele is our guest on Perspectives this morning. Sector Commander, welcome to Agate Radio. It's good to have you here again.
Good morning, Nathaniel. Good morning, my listener.
Thank you very much. We are also expecting the Chairman, Benue Motorcycle Association, Bemoa Makudi branch, efforts to get officials of the National Union of Road Transport Workers in the Benue State Council to join us on this edition proved abortive. But the sector commander is here, and if the Bemoa chairman joins us, of course, our discussion will be complete. And with the participation of you, the listener out there, we hope that we'll be able to discuss the issue quite exhaustively. You can participate on the program later at 10 o'clock by calling in on the number 0814-335-9292, 0814-335-9292. The SMS line is 0912-699-9404, 0912-699-9404. Log onto our website on www.agateradio.tv.com to listen to us and access other content of Agate Radio as well. You may download the Agate Radio and TV app from Google Play Store, a one-stop app that serves you to listen to the radio, watch the television, as well as read the newspaper. That platform serves you for all media pages where the program is streaming, and we have other content there for you as well. But of course, if you are a first-time person joining this edition, this information starts right away. We'll be right back. Welcome back, and I'd like to begin by asking you, Sector Commander, what is it basically about Ember Months? Ember Months, we get to hear of it every time we approach this a period.
Thank you. Ember Month begins from the month of September to December. This is a period where people, marking the end of programs. So people tend to travel more during this period, and the road is usually occupied. And that is why we pay more attention to this period in a year. In the course of the year, because this period is a period where we have so many vehicles on the road, and this calls for serious attention of FRSC.
Okay, so basically around the Benue traffic corridor, what is the preparation towards Ember Months at the moment?
Okay. We started the sensitization, I think, about 2 months ago. However, the Ember Month proper we started it yesterday with a press briefing. And today we are on a motorcade rally to various motor parks in Benue State to sensitize members of the motoring public, both passengers and drivers, and all road users. Tomorrow there's going to be another town hall meeting. You recall that we had one 2 weeks ago, precisely on the 17th of October last month. So there's going to be another one tomorrow, but it's not going to be in Makurdi. It's going to be in almost all the unit commands. There's going to be one in Gboko, one in Wanune, one in Otukpo, one in most of our commands. because I remember I mentioned during the town hall meeting, because that is going to be cascaded into all nooks and crannies of Benue State, just to let people know and be aware of the fact that they need to do the right thing while using the road.
Okay, so previously of Emberman's experience you have had in Benue, what is usually the traffic experience with regards to road crashes?
Usually, people sometimes, when people are not forced to do are not forced, they won't do the right thing. We discovered that during Ember month there's usually traffic gridlock in some areas such as Wurukun roundabout and some other places, and this is not too far, far from the fact that people are not disciplined, drivers are not disciplined. People parked on the center of the road to pick or to drop passengers, thereby stopping other vehicles to move or preventing other vehicles to move. So these are some of the things we have identified, and which we are willing to make sure that it does not happen this year, because there is going to be deployment of our personnel to all these black spots.
Okay, now let's talk about preparing for a journey, especially during this Emberman's period. What measures should drivers take to prepare their vehicles for long distance travel?
Yeah. One, ensure that your vehicle is maintained, because you want to embark on a journey. You need to make sure that your vehicle is mechanically sound. Your vehicle has a good tire, such as then there are some items that you need to put in your vehicle, like a fire extinguisher. It's for your safety. Ensure that you don't overload. Then your mind should also be prepared, because you see most drivers sometimes drive under the influence of drugs and alcohol, just to keep them alive. And this is very, very dangerous. So we enjoy drivers to make sure that they have the right attitude, because this is also very important. Like we know that the causes of accident is basically human, mechanical, and environmental. Human factor takes about 80% of the total cause. So in which case, if the human factor is removed, then the remaining one is minimal. So we talk to the psyche of the driver to make sure that they are in the right frame of mind, even before embarking on any journey.
Okay.
We also talk to passengers, because sometimes passengers are the cause of some of these crashes, because one, they won't take off early enough, thereby hastening the driver and making the driver to overspeed. Somebody wants to. Also, sometimes passengers engage drivers in unnecessary conversation or discussion, or thereby distracting to caution the driver. Sorry, the passengers. Yes, the passengers have the right to caution the driver. If we are about 5 or 6 of us are in the vehicle and we all pull, jointly, caution the driver, I'm sure he will do the right thing. So driver, passenger have the right to caution the driver, and if he doesn't listen, report him to the next security agents on the road you see.
Okay. Yesterday you mentioned at the town hall meeting, which our reporter was there, and you talked about the theme for the Emberman sensitization this year, which of course you focused more on the passengers.
Yes.
That road traffic crashes kill more passengers than drivers.
Yes.
Why did you choose that focus?
Okay. We over time, our Ember month, was usually focused on motor park. We do motor park rally, and that is why this year we decided to change it to town hall meeting, where all stakeholders will be involved. Everybody, because we all make use of the road, whether you are a driver, even if you don't have a vehicle. That is why we need to enlighten the members of the public, not just the drivers alone. In a crash that involves 2 vehicles, only 2 drivers are involved, but we have more passengers. So more passengers are killed, more passengers are injured. When we have a collision between 2 buses carrying 18 passengers each, 2 drivers are just involved, but we have about 36 passengers involved. Some of them may be killed, some of them may be injured. So that is why the agreement between the driver and the passenger is to take me from point A to point B safely and not to kill me. So is that the driver is not in the right frame of mind. Before you even take off, report to the management of the motor park.
Okay, let's look at what are safety tips and precautions. What are the common causes of road accidents during Ember months? Let's start from there.
One of the major causes we have identified over time is overspeeding, speeding, overloading, dangerous driving. You know, because more people travel during this period, drivers tend to make more journey, more travels, thereby overspeeding. Somebody that is ordinarily supposed to travel maybe just once or twice in a day, we want to make about 3 or 4 or 5 journey. So this is not too, and that's why some of them engage in illicit drugs just to keep them active. And like we know, we cannot cheat nature. So these are some of the things we guide against and we talk about, and this should be avoided completely. Then before you embark on your journey, ensure that your vehicle is in good shape. Is mechanically ensure that it is good, it is serviced, check your tires, check your fire extinguisher, check everything, and make sure that your vehicle is roadworthy before embarking on a journey.
Okay, now you mentioned earlier about drivers traveling frequently, and of course, fatigue may be involved, right? So how can drivers avoid fatigue and stay alert during long journeys?
Normally, when you travel if it's a very long journey, you travel for 4 hours, you take a rest, even if it is just 20 minutes. Break your journey and rest for 20 minutes at least. Before coming for this program, I was discussing with a friend of mine who said that he was coming to the office and he was feeling sleepy and he just felt, let me just manage and get to the office. But unfortunately, before he got to the office, he had a crash. So when you are feeling fatigue, don't hesitate. Just park and rest for a few minutes, and I'm sure by the time you do that, you'll be okay and you continue your journey. We drivers, by the time you drive for 4 hours, please park and rest. Park and rest for a few minutes. 20 minutes, you'll be refreshed to continue your journey.
When you say park and rest at this time, that anyway, maybe it may not be in the middle of the road somewhere, because people complain that bandits, kidnappers are there on the roads. Of course, it may be a concern for road users.
When I say park and rest, I didn't say park at the middle of the road. Look for a safe place and park.
All right. Okay, now, what safety precautions in terms of those who are not driving, but pedestrians and, of course, cyclists, especially within urban centers?
Yes. Where one thing is that pedestrians, we advise you don't walk against the traffic. Sorry, you walk against the traffic. We should also make sure that, especially in the night, wear a reflective dress that will make you visible. Don't walk. By the time if you want to cross the road, look left and right. You know, we have some Okada, some vehicle that will drive against traffic. You know, if it's a dual carriageway, you have to make sure that you look left and right, just in case we have some careless riders or drivers driving against traffic. Ensure that you make use of the pedestrian walkway where it is available. Don't walk on the road. Make sure that you walk safely and, ensure that you get home safely.
Okay. In terms of, because many people are using public transportation now, how can passengers ensure their safety while using public transportation?
Like I said, one, you have to make sure that the driver you have to drive the vehicle with your driver. What do I mean? Ensure that the driver does what is right. Recently, precisely on the 5th of August, FRSC launched FRSC mobile app. And the aim of this app is to help motorists. The major aim is just to reduce accident on the road, because this mobile app has almost all the features of our processes on the app, and the app is for everybody. In fact, you have black spots on the app. If you are traveling and you have the app, either as a driver or as a passenger, by the time you, because all the black spots across the country has been uploaded on the app. So if you are approaching maybe about 1.5 kilometers to a black spot, it's going to beep and alert you that you are approaching a black spot, so that you can in turn inform the driver that driver, be careful, we are approaching a black spot. It also gives information, safety information about roadside clinics across the country. It gives information about your driver's license, the status of your driver's license. It gives status about your vehicle license. Everything about all processes of FRSC is on the platform. So we encourage everybody to have the app on their phone. It's going to help you a lot. It gives information about traffic situation in the country, and it also has frequently asked questions on the app.
All right. So passengers can also make use of that, right?
Yes.
All right. But there are some persons who argue that the roads are in a terrible condition, and of course, the road safety sometimes talk about vehicles that are roadworthy. Are you working in collaboration with agencies responsible for the roads to ensure that the ones within Benue Traffic Corridor are in good shape for people to ply them?
Yes, we do that. On a quarterly basis, we carry out what is called a road safety audit across the country and in the state here as well. We carry out a road safety audit. Just it's an assessment of all the existing roads, and we send to our headquarters and also send to the agencies involved in maintaining this road, such as FEMA, Ministry of War, Federal Ministry of War. This is what we do, just to advise them and let them know where some of this maintenance need to be carried out.
Okay, the Benue Traffic Corridor of such roads?
Yes, we have identified, especially along Kastinala, Zakibia Aziz. We have identified some of these spots, and we have equally informed the agencies, and I'm very sure something will definitely be done about it. We'll also let them know. We'll also do a follow-up to ensure that something is done at least before we enter December.
All right. Now, let's look at the enforcement measures you'll be putting in place to ensure that motorists and commuters comply with safety on the roads. What are those safety measures, enforcement measures you have put in place?
Okay. We, we started with a public sensitization. Public enlightenment without enforcement is just a mere entertainment.
Very well.
Yes. So we are still on a public enlightenment, but immediately after the public enlightenment, we'll make sure that we'll compel the driver to do the right thing. There's going to be serious enforcement of some of these traffic infractions. There's going to be mobile court across the state. We are partnering with the Ministry of Justice, and they have allocated magistrates to us. We have a schedule of these mobile court sittings across the state. In fact, by tomorrow we are starting with Makurdi here. There's going to be a mobile court sitting here in Makurdi tomorrow on the 8th of November. So it's going to cut across the state. We'll make sure that drivers are forced to do the right thing. They are going to be arrested for contravening traffic rules and going to be, brought before the magistrate, and they will be tried accordingly.
Okay. In terms of penalties for those who flout traffic regulations, what kind of penalty, apart from mobile court sittings, those you arrest on the spot, what kind of penalties do you make?
Normally we give them ticket to go and pay, but like I said, it depends on the infraction. If we discover that you are arrested because we suspect that you are under the influence of drugs, in fact, your vehicle will be impounded and will not allow you to continue the journey. So it depends on the nature of the contravention or the infraction.
In terms of emergency services, are there adequate emergency service response plans you have put in place?
In Benue State, our response time is 15 minutes at most. So that is why we make sure that we have a standby rescue team anytime there is a crash and we are informed. We have an ambulance who will probably go there and take them to the nearest medical facility. Our toll-free line is still on 122. So we enjoy the members of the public to make use of it and inform us of any crash or any traffic incidents. Let us know, and once we are informed, we'll go there and make sure that we attend to the victims. You know, like we have about 12 unit commands across the state. So even if the scene is far from where we are in Makurdi, we'll get in touch with the nearest command, who will go there and ensure that the right thing is done.
Okay, so at the moment, the deployment of personnel from the Corps, what number are you looking at deploying during the Ember Month to ensure enforcement?
Okay, this year we intend to deploy about 900 personnel, which include the regular marshals and the special marshals for traffic control, for enforcement, just to make sure that our commuters, our road users travel on the road safely and nothing happens. So we are deploying about 900 personnel, and this personnel include the special marshals and the regular marshals.
Okay, so the special marshals, that's the wing of people who have vehicles that are not personnel.
Yeah, volunteer. Yes,
they are more like volunteers,
yeah,
right?
Exactly.
So the number of the special marshals, you have them cut across the state, or is just within the state capital you have them?
It's cut across the state. They are in all the 12 unit command. In fact, they are in all the local government of Benue State. Like I said, we have about 12 unit commands across the state. So these 12 commands control the special marshals in their domain.
All right. Dear listener, if you are just tuning in, you are listening to Perspectives on Agate Radio 95.5 Star FM, Makurdi, Benue State. We are discussing road traffic safety during Ember Month season. And leading the discussion here in the studio is the Sector Commander, Federal Road Safety Corps, Benue State Sector Command. Corps Commander 9292-0814-335-9292. The SMS line, which is also available on WhatsApp, that is already activated, is 0912-699-9404. 0912-699-9404. Send us an SMS to that line. It is already available for us to take your contribution on the program through SMS. Remember to include your full name and where you are sending your message from. Log on to our website on www.agateradio.tv.com to listen to us where the program is streaming and access other content as well. You may download the Agate Radio and TV newspaper. Of course, we're available on Radio Garden and on social media platforms where our programs are streaming. Join us there and be a part of this edition as well. All right, Sector Commander, let's look at the state of public awareness to promote road safety. Are you engaging with only the stakeholders at the town hall meetings, or you are taking it to the grassroots communities as well?
We are taking it to grassroots communities. Like I said, we had it week before the last in Makurdi here. Today is going to take place tomorrow. It's going to take place in Boko, in Wanune, and I don't have the date of other command, but it's not. It's going to be cascaded to the grassroots.
All right. So the grassroots will be involved.
Definitely.
Okay, that's fine. Now, looking at that, in terms of any engagement at that level?
Yes, we do. We have a road safety club in secondary and primary school because we believe in catch them young. We go to schools to teach these school children. We have road safety clubs in these schools, and most of our personnel go to various schools to talk to these school children on road safety tips.
Okay, now let's come back to the roads, the nature of the roads around the Benue traffic corridor and issues associated with insecurity ranging from kidnapping, armed robbery, and banditry. Is there any collaboration you are seeking with sister security agencies to ensure the safety of travelers
Yes.
around the Benue traffic corridor?
Yes, we have a serious synergy and collaboration with other security agencies, and we share information, intelligence with them as well. There was a time we even it was said that certain roads should be avoided because of insecurity. We share information, and once we know that a particular road is not safe, we also let the members of the public be aware. So we share intelligence with other security agencies.
Okay, so this information sharing, at the moment, are there such roads that you have concerns about, and maybe security could be intensified on them to ensure the safety of people traveling along the routes?
For now, except Naka Road. As a matter of fact, people are even plying the road. It's just that we tell them to be very careful. The road is actually a little bit rough, and we tell them, please drive carefully on these roads.
Okay. Anyway, the aspect of like kidnapping, travelers have had to face tough times.
Yes.
In Benue, around the Benue traffic corridor, we have had repeated cases of travelers being kidnapped. Is there any?
Like I said, if we have any information about a particular road being unsafe, of course, we'll definitely guide and advise motorists.
Okay. Now, the transporters, looking at their operations around the state, are you satisfied with measures public transporters have put in place to guarantee safety of their road traffic users, commuters,
Yes.
passengers?
To some extent, because we have a continuous engagement with some of these transporters, these transport unions. We have serious engagement ranging from NURTW, NATO, even some of these private transporters. We have a continuous engagement with them, just to let them know that to make sure that the right thing is done. For example, like the NURTW, we had a meeting with them, and we let them know that their drivers need to be checked even before, and the chairman made us to understand that even before they embark on any journey, they make sure that they look at the state of mind of the driver. If they feel the driver is not in the right state of mind, they won't even allow him to even take off from the park. The national secretary, I had a meeting, we had a discussion with him yesterday, and that was what he said. And during the Ember month, he equally raised that issue. And this is what we also do with other transport unions as well.
Okay, but the sensitization in the parks you are having with public transporters, do you deploy your personnel to maybe occasionally go around the parks to see the safety measures that are in place before drivers embark on long journeys, for instance? Yes,
we do that. We have a section called Road Transport Standardization Program. He goes out in the morning to talk to the passengers, the motor park, the convener of the motor park, and also check their vehicles, and check, if anything happens, at least we have somebody to talk to. So he goes there to check all some of these things, even check the roadworthiness of the vehicle as well.
There you go with the roadworthiness. Of course, they will question you whether the roads are vehicle worthy, and I wonder what will be your response to that.
The vehicle, our concern is the roadworthiness of the vehicle.
Yes.
If the road is not worthy and the vehicle is worthy and the driver is also careful, we can avoid crash.
Okay, now let's look at emergency response, which we talked about earlier. But the emergency response, do you have the ambulances that are enough to serve the entire state? And are you seeking collaboration with other humanitarian or emergency responders like the Red Cross or any other organization?
Yes, we have a strong synergy with some of these organizations such as Red Cross, such as 24 Hours Rescue. In fact, we have, because in the state here we have just 2 ambulances, one in Makurdi, one in Otukpo. So definitely that may be grossly inadequate, but we have collaboration with some of these organizations.
That calls for worry. When you mention 2 ambulances and with a high volume of traffic, especially during the ember months, to what extent would that serve? Just one in Otukpo and one in Makurdi?
Yes, that's what
across your 12 unit
commands. That's what I just said now, that we make use of some of these organizations such as Red Cross. Once we are told, we may not even have an ambulance. It depends on the nature of the crash. Our patrol team, the standby team are always ready 24 hours. And we make sure that, for example, like in Benue State during this period, in Makurdi during this period, there's going to be a help area as we usually have it in Agan. That is where the ambulance will be stationed to make sure that, anytime they will have incidents of a crash, they will go there and attend to them. And we also have synergy with some of these private ambulance services.
Okay. Sector Commander, we are in an era that is driven by technology. Is there anything the Road Safety Corps is doing to adapt measures technologically that will reduce crashes on our roads?
Yes, one of which is one I just told you earlier, the FRSC mobile app. It's the essence of the app is to reduce road traffic crash on our roads. Is one of such. If you have such an app, it's going to help a lot. It's going to help a lot because, for example, if a driver is driving above the speed limit, the app is going to beep and caution. And by the time every passenger in the vehicle is aware of that app, they can caution the driver. So it's going to help a lot to reduce RTC on our road. All
right. So this app, is it available? Have you sensitized drivers around Benue vehicle owners on its usage?
Yes, we are doing that because it's just recently launched. We are doing that. You can get the app on our website and Google and Google Play Store.
All right. Okay, so let's look more into the aspects of government and other stakeholder collaboration to improve road safety. What can this collaboration between the government and other stakeholders do, particularly to address the challenges the command is facing?
Yes. For example, like the state government have been of tremendous help in the past. We run to them for any help and they do it for us. Other stakeholders as well, we engage them in different areas. And that is what even informed the core of this town hall meeting. Like I said earlier, before now, it has always been motor park rally. But we decided to change the strategy this year to make sure that we engage all stakeholders. This town hall meeting we had last week, all stakeholders were involved. Government agencies, private vehicle owners, everybody, even school children, everybody was involved. So these days we engaged stakeholders.
All right. So in the immediate, there are no challenges that government will intervene for the command?
Well, for now, like you rightly mentioned, in the area of ambulance, we don't have enough. But since we don't have enough, we make use of private ambulance owners.
Anyway, you are an agency of the federal government,
yes.
So maybe. But have you made these challenges known to the headquarters, the shortage because for a large state like Benue, just having two ambulances, have you made these challenges known to the headquarters?
Yes,
what is the response?
The headquarters is trying their best to ensure that we have more ambulances and more patrol vehicles as well.
All right, we hope they should do that, especially now that we are in these months, because it calls for great concern. But on the part of citizens, those who do not belong in any other stakeholder engagement, what can they do to contribute to promoting road safety?
The fact is that road safety is a shared responsibility. It is a business of all, whether you have a vehicle or you don't have a vehicle. That is why we said that is what informed this year's team, that speak up. Let us know any area you think we are not doing well, or members or drivers are not doing. Speak up, and that's the theme of this year Ember Month campaign. Speak up against dangerous driving. Crashes kill more passengers than drivers. So whether you are a driver or you are a passenger or you don't even have a vehicle, please speak up. Let us know.
Okay, and now in terms of course, we are yet to have the motorcyclists person join us, but many motorcyclists do not have license or side mirrors. What is the court doing about this?
Okay, we are partnering with the Board of Internal Revenue and the VIO in the state. The date any moment from now to ensure that we do special patrol operations, focusing focusing on this motor. So we'll make sure that we'll get them arrested, and they will not be released until they obtain the number plate. Now the Board of Internal Revenue they have enough number plate in their custody. So we are going to make sure that we embark on a special patrol to target this motor Okada. Makurdi is going to be cascaded to other towns and villages.
Okay, I was going to request you to help us understand more whether you have at any time had engagement with the motorcyclists across the state or within Makurdi.
We have done that several times with the union. In fact, not just the tipper. We had a meeting with the tipper association 2 weeks ago. We know we engage this different association of riders and even the keke, the tricycle. We also engage their union to make sure that the right thing is done. So we have a continuous engagement with them.
Okay. As part of this sensitization and patrol which you are doing during the Ember Month, what is your strategy for nighttime usage of the roads?
Well, because FRC does not carry arm, we don't do night patrol. But however, during this Ember Month, we'll make sure that we'll walk till around 8 or 9 within the metropolis. But like I said, our ambulance service, our rescue service is 24 hours.
Okay. All right. So let's look at the menace of articulated vehicles on our roads. Recently, you saw what happened in Jigawa.
Yes.
Where a petrol tanker exploded and several people, hundreds, lost their lives. Is there anything the command is doing in Benue to avoid such incidents concerning articulated vehicles around us in Benue?
Okay. Any moment from now, we have established a camp for this period in Katsina to cater for this, because that is where we have most of these trucks and trailers, Katsina, Zaki Biam axis. So there's going to be an establishment of a camp in Katsina axis, between Katsina and Zaki Biam road, to make sure that, and the essence of that is to look into the excesses of some of these trucks and trailers, because we have so many of them there. We have not been having such camp, but this year a camp is going to be established in Katsina. So these are some of the strategies to make sure that the excesses of these truck drivers and trailers are put to check.
Okay, and of course you will see that this Makurdi Aliede road is also a traffic corridor for articulated vehicles. They ply it heavily.
Yes.
Is there any special patrol or check you are mounting along this route?
We are going to mount a check at Aliede. Aliede is going to take care of that, because we have also noticed that, like you said, we have so many trucks on that road.
Yes.
Yes. So we are going to mount a special patrol point there to check the excesses of these trucks at Alede.
Okay, but Sector Commander, as a road safety expert that you are, is there any flammable substance like petrol on our roads beyond the usage of articulated vehicles having to convey them on our roads?
Vehicle trailers don't even convey some of this. They make use of train, railway. But we have not gotten to that. Technologically, we have not gotten to that level. So we'll still do with what we can. The only thing is that we have to gauge valve.
Okay.
In our tank farm,
yes,
our personnel are there to make sure that some of these trucks don't even leave there until they make sure that they have that's a gauge valve, so that in the case of crash, it does not spill.
Okay, now let's have you give words of caution, safety measures for people living along major routes in Benue where articulated vehicles, especially those trucks, convey highly inflammable substances. What tips that will ensure their safety?
Yeah, for people living around.
Yes, residents, especially those along major communities.
Yes. We want to advise them on the shoulder lane, spreading their products there. We want to discourage them from doing that. Leave the road completely, and be vigilant. Be vigilant at any point in time. Some of this, and they should report if there's any breakdown of vehicle. They should report to FRSC. That's why I said we have this 122. It's a toll-free line. Report the case because we have a recovery vehicle here in Makurdi. Anywhere in the state, we are told that a vehicle break down the road, which can further cause accident. We'll go there and remove them. So they should please inform us if there's any infraction or if there's any incidents on the road. They should let us know.
And above all, maybe avoid, in event of any collapse of a vehicle with petrol, avoid going there to
scoop because it is very, very dangerous. Sometimes some of them will tell you because of the economic factor. Safety does not know anything about the economic factor. When there's a crash like that, leave it alone. Inform the law enforcement agents or the necessary agency involved, maybe the firefight, the fire service, and all the rest. Don't go there and scoop oil because it is very, very risky. You are just endangering your life.
All right, so we hope you take that caution very serious because we really care about your safety here at iGate Radio. Let's take a short breather, and when we are back, our discussion will continue, and then at 10 o'clock, a few minutes away, we'll start taking your calls. Kindly stay tuned. We'll be right back. Welcome, dear listener. We are glad you are still staying tuned to iGate Radio. Thank you for joining us back. The number through which you can call in at 10 o'clock, that will be minutes away, is 0814-335-9292. 0814-335-9292. The SMS line is 0912 699 9404. 0912 699 9404. That line is also available on WhatsApp. Please remember to include your full name and where you're sending your message from. Log on to our website on www.igateradiotv.com to listen to us, and search our social media platforms where the program is also streaming. Sector Commander, before we start taking calls moments away, let's look at the role of your corps in ensuring safety of the commuters and road users in general. Is there any collaboration between your corps and insurance companies, for instance, to guarantee the safety of commuters in terms of ensuring some packages that are meant for them to benefit from?
Yes. Insurance company, most people are not even aware of this benefits, and that is why sometimes when they are involved in a crash, they don't even know that they have, like, the third party insurance has some benefits. They don't even know they have some of these things. So we it's part of our sensitization, and we do it in collaboration with the insurance company as well, to let them know that they have some benefits as passengers, and even in terms of the vehicle itself. So we have a lot of collaboration with them, and we do a sensitization program with them as well.
Okay, now let's look more into community-led actions that can promote safety of roads. You will notice that some highways around communities in Benue, people erect speed bumps. Is that acceptable, and would that be healthy to road users, motorists?
No. If you look at between Lafia and Makurdi, sometimes, I think early this year, some of these bombs were erected very high and can cause a lot of crash. In fact, His Excellency called me, and I went to the Ministry of Works, made that known to them. If you applied that road recently, you discover that it has been corrected. One of the concerns His Excellency raised was that it was too high, and there were no enough warning sign. So vehicle coming may not even know, especially in the night, run into such bomb, and it can cause a crash. So we did a follow up, and if you apply that rule recently, you see that it has been corrected. It has been reduced, and with warning sign. So some of these bombs is not correct. Once we know, we'll let the Ministry of Works know.
So communities who are into such habit should desist.
Yes. So if you need such facilities, you contact the Ministry of Works.
Okay.
And if it's a federal road, you can call Federal Ministry of Works or FEMA.
Very well. So communities that are doing this, you are advised to desist. But again, in terms of response and rescue operations, when you take victims in event of crashes, is there anything that the hospitals are sensitized already to do in responding to accident victims to save their lives?
Well, in Benue State here, we don't even, in some places, you take accident victim to hospital, it will be rejected. But we've not been having such in Benue State here. Most of the hospitals we take them to, we have that understanding. In fact, they won't even, once it's from road safety, they won't even ask for anything before they start treatment. And anything can follow later. But first and foremost, once we take them there, they commence treatment immediately.
Okay. When we mentioned the issue of speed bumps, there are people who argue that your men, that's men of your corps, often mount checkpoints or stop and search operations at spots where the roads are in a terrible condition, thereby even creating a scare of accident for road users. Why do you do that, sir?
In road safety, we don't have what do I call it? A patrol point. It's usually, we don't have a particular point where we stay. If you see them here today, tomorrow you won't even see them there. That's how we do our operation. Normally, sometimes they stay there maybe because they feel if they don't, they stop some vehicles, they will not stop. So they see it an opportunity, especially if it has a glaring traffic infraction. So sometimes when we have a particular, it depends on the target, the offense target the offense we are targeting at any point in time. But we don't have like I said, we don't have a checkpoint, and we don't have a roadblock. Road safety does not block the road. In the name of enforcement, we don't do that.
Okay, but your men stay on the roads?
Yeah, we stay on the road. Of course, we stay on the road.
And of course, these are allegations that sometimes, rather than ensure that the drivers or vehicle or road users do the right thing, your men get to extort, collect money, and just allow things to
them to go.
Is that
they will be punished? And I also want to let the members of the public know that do not give money to road safety personnel. The giver of a bribe and the taker are liable to the same punishment. Insist on not giving them the money even when they ask. And when they collect money from you, call the office. I'm going to give my number to the members of the public. If you have such a situation, let me know.
Okay, which is very fine if you do so, and the public will be interested. You have always been engaging with the Benue public, so we believe they will be interested in that. But an aspect which we'll talk about briefly before we start engaging with the callers is the aspect of safety of children, for instance, that are in transit, being traveled. There are allegations or cases, not just allegations, cases reported of child trafficking syndicates operating. Is there anything your corps is doing with regards to a collaboration with sister security agencies to identify such issues and ensure that the agencies are notified to take action?
Yes, serious one. In fact, we have a serious synergy with NAPTIP, and other security agencies. We are more on the road.
Yes.
Always on the road. Our personnel have been trained to be observant. When you look at, when you stop a vehicle and you suspect, maybe in a vehicle where you have about 3, 4, 5 children, you should know that something is actually wrong. Not from the same parent. You should know that something is wrong. Then such vehicle, hand it over to security agency for further investigation. We have been doing that, and we'll continue to do it.
Okay, and in terms of passengers who may be boarding the same vehicle, what word would you have for them? Should they suspect anything strange in it?
They embark on their patrol. We tell passengers as well, when you see such thing, even before you take off from the park, let the management of that park be aware. If you are not doing anything about it, call either the police or road safety number. Once we do that, we'll help to ensure that we will go and block such road, arrest the vehicle, and hand it over to law enforcement agency.
Okay, so anyway, we hope that people will learn a thing or two from that. If you have not done so before, 0814-335-9292, 0814-335-92. That's the line to call on the program. Send us an SMS to 0912-699-9404. Once you connect with us, we're interested in knowing your full name and where you are calling from. Then you go ahead and make your submission. Kindly keep it very brief to enable others also have an opportunity to be a part of the discussion. Good morning and welcome. Hamathion?
From Daudu Gumalaka government.
Okay, Hamathion who?
Matthew.
Okay, Matthew. All right, I'm sorry. So, Matthew, may I know the Matthew in full name, please?
Matthew Asaga.
Matthew Asaga from...
most of the Okada riders, they don't use side mirror. And I did not mention anything, just word about us telling you about accident occur. 95% is because of the not using side mirror.
Okay, Matthew, could that be all from you? Okay, Matthew, thank you. Hello, Matthew. Okay, Matthew, I think your point is about side mirror. That's okay. We'll talk about that once we come back. Good morning. Hello. Good morning. Okay, you're on, but we can barely hear you. 0814-335-9292. 0814-335-9292. Send us an SMS to 0912-699-9404. Good morning. Hello, good morning. Oh, okay. It does appear there seems to be a glitch of network out there. But that's okay. We'll continue to try. Good morning. Hello, good morning and welcome to Perspectives. Okay, send us an SMS. Sometimes the network could be funny. If you're not able to get through, simply send us an SMS to 0912-699-9404. Good morning. Welcome to Perspectives. Okay, Oganda Simon, good to have you join us here. Go ahead and make your submission.
I haven't been with you people since people started this program.
Thank you so
much. And I love the program.
Thank you.
And my point is I have 2 points for you to give. The chairman of BEMOA is in the office there.
No, he has not joined us yet. So we have only the sector commander here.
I wish he should be there, because if people all the boys that they stand on the road, they are causing more problem on the road. One, you have a checking the point where they are supposed to booking motorcycle. They will leave those places and went to a street to cause more problem to people. Whether they don't know whether you are not Okada. If you are Okada, they will just fighting you to be booking you by all means, or checking you for papers. And that is wrong.
Okay.
Because I'm one time Okada member. And when we went out to Okada, where there are people book us from the market square, school square, and office square. And those people that have left this place now, if you go Jado Villa, to want to enter Jado Villa, they will be fighting you. Go the welfare quarter, they will be fighting you.
Okay. So
and come to road safety. I love program and like the way the mind is lighting up on the issue of the road safety. But the question is people, because when they are on the road, they should be careful.
All right.
Because you get many things that you'll be doing. Sometimes they will stop you. When you stop, you do bad. And the passenger issue that you will talk about the passenger. Some passengers, when you are driving on the highway, you want to hear from the passenger. You cannot really drive on the road, because some people have no manner, have manner approach to talk to somebody. They will be talking to you anyhow, as if they are the one buy vehicle to you, and that provokes drivers.
Simon Oganda, thank you so much for raising your. When we come back to continue with the discussion, Sector Commander, of course, I will request you to give a word on that too. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Thank you for joining us.
My name is Zasha Ondapini Jeremiah from Kanshio, Mobi Street.
Good to have you, Zasha.
For the program you are doing, I want to appreciate you. Some road, let me say some road issues they caused by some drivers and some also caused by the passengers. I want to talk about the issue of drivers. The way they speed their motor and the way they drive. You know, our roads are very bad, so sometimes they will be rushing so that they will get money. And sometimes the way they carry people in their cars is over.
Okay.
Sometimes they supposed
overloading of the carrying capacity.
Yes, overloading. So.
Okay.
That makes some of them to cause something on the road. And secondly, I want to talk the issue of, road regulation, road safety, and the rest. Some of them, instead of standing on the road for proper, inspection, they will refuse. And the way some of them treat drivers or Okadas on the road is not good. They should also look on that. That's my only point of view.
All right. Thank you, Jeremiah. Thank you for calling.
Yeah.
Some persons have the opinion that road safety people are very wicked. And I don't know. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you. Welcome to Perspectives.
Yes, we are speaking. It was Michael Sesu, the head of state, calling from Bayongo Makodi.
Go ahead.
Yes, for me, I want to appreciate the chairman of MOA so much for being on air today.
Hello, the chairman of the MOA is not here. Go ahead and speak to us. The sector commander is here in the studio with us.
Okay, so I want to send a message to the Bemoa ESCO of every unit. They should be alert. In this December month, this is where people go out, claim to be an Okada riders, and then snatch some bicycles. So they should watch. They should know in every park. They should supervise and because if you come to like SRS Junction in North Bank here, you will see only Okadas will park, and then in a short while you hear complaint of missing bicycles. So they should be at alert. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. There was it. Motorcyclists should be on the alert to ensure that crimes that are allegedly perpetrated by their members are curtailed during the Ember months. Thank you very much. 0814-335-9292. Hello, good morning. Hello. Okay, we lost connection with you, but the line is still available. Send us an SMS to 0912-699-9404 if you are not able to get through to the call line. Good morning.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Nathaniel. Good morning, the sector commander. My name is Mrs. Joy Ijo. I'm calling from UGR Makodi.
Good to have you join us, madam.
Thank you very much. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, madam.
Yes, sir. I want to appreciate the sector commander who is in the house today. I want to thank the experience recently because I've been traveling a lot, Bauchi through Jos to Makodi with some development workers, went for a training. The driver was driving very, very, very rough. He was not obeying any traffic rule. In fact, it was as if he had taken something. And because most of us in the vehicle were women, when we kept on talking, he was complaining that we are women, we should drop if we do not want to go. He doesn't like carrying women as passengers in the car. We complained and complained, and the matter seemed to be getting worse. So we were seeing police on the road, but we did not report to any police because I know rightfully that we should be telling road safety. So when we got to a road safety point at Jos, after the meandering, those rock, we now reported to a road safety team that were on the way. And I was so surprised when we told them what has happened, how he has been driving rough and beating road traffic and driving anyhow. The driver just said Mantedesu because he can speak outside. He thought that nobody in that vehicle can speak outside. He just told the road safety officer, Mantedesu officer, you know what that means. Something have exchanged hands. And he came back inside the vehicle, proudly telling us that, we have reported, nothing have happened. That was what he told us, to our amazement and surprise. But for me, I know that road safety officers are not known for those kind of things. They are very diligent. They work very hard. We were amazed that the ones we saw and gave a formal report to, they kind of ditched us and were rather laughing with the driver because they know the driver. The driver plies that road, so it's like they know each other. We were very, very disappointed. But to the glory of God, we came to Lafia and we reported to meetings or meetings with your staff. Please let them know why they should do the right thing always. It shouldn't be all about money. Money is good, but money cannot save life at some times. If anything happened to us, we will not be here today to narrate this. Exactly. So, sir, the good things you're doing, please extend it to your staff. Let them carry your good image. At any place they are, whether they are outside or inside their office, shouldn't be money. Road safety officers are not known for that, but I was surprised with my other colleagues what had happened that day. And I'm happy that you're here today. I have to narrate this to you so that when you even go for other meetings outside the state, let your officers know. Thank you very much for the time.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And we are glad God saved you from that terrible experience. Thank you, madam, for sharing
Thank you,
this with
sir.
us. We
Thank you
appreciate
very
it.
much for your time.
Thank you. We appreciate it. Wow. Anyway, that's very unprofessional. It's
Yes.
not within your traffic corridor,
Yes.
but like you mentioned, your engagement with those at the national, you can also bring it up. And when we come back, we'll use that as a thing to discuss. Good morning. Hello, good morning. Okay, you are on, but we can barely hear you. So try to call back 0814-335-9292. The SMS line is 0912-699-9404. Hello. Of course, we are unable to get through today because of network. And good morning. Hello. Okay, the line is still available, and we will not be tired of attempting to take your calls too. Good morning and welcome to Perspectives.
Good morning, sir.
Thank you for joining us.
I appreciate your discussion with the safety command. Yeah, I am Chief Miracle Abella
Yes.
from Naka.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah, I appreciate the work of the safety commander so much. But however, there are squabbles. The safety guys, some of them, as you said in the media, majority of them are very aggressive to be safe. Because the name is safety. Should be if they are giving weapon, they will kill somebody easily. So, as Madam said, you teach them what they should do in the office, but when they go out, they do the opposite. And my suggestion again is that you should give orientation or organize seminars for these drivers in all the local governments. And issue of overloading. If you come to local government areas like Naka, safety, traffic roundabout is as you want, you can enter it. Nobody cares who is inside or who is outside. And if you joke, they will hit you there. No road safety. I think if road safety exists, it shouldn't be in the headquarters. It should be at the grassroots.
Okay.
I don't know why the offices are not there. And again, if you come to Naka, you see the kind of overloading that are done on bike. They put rice, sometimes 2 bags of rice, somebody climbs and another person climbs and they carry a baby on top again. So it is very dangerous, and when such accident occurs, it is always very disastrous. So I appreciate, but I think the good work should be extended to the local government areas and seminars done in various places, especially local government, so that the safety will be achieved.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir.
We appreciate you. Thank you very much for drawing the sector commander's attention to what is happening in Naka, especially with regards to activities of motorcyclists there too. Hello, good morning.
Morning, Mr. Nathaniel.
Thank you for joining us. We are glad women are calling in on this program, several of them.
This is Magdalene Uhimba.
Magdalene, good to have you here.
Thank you. I had experiences with both Okadas and vehicle drivers. The first one was, I was coming back from PSU to my house, and the Okada guy was speeding so much that I told him to slow down. He refused, and I slapped him. What he did was to stop.
Okay.
I came down.
You slapped him while he was moving?
I slapped him at the back. I told him to stop. Like, he didn't want to stop, so I had to tell him that way to say you sent us back to Yacho. The guy was speeding and the road was terrible. So I had to use tire to tell him, Oga, you know, say tire is very expensive now, but he said yes. I said, so maybe they calm down so that you know go spoil your tire. I wasn't referring to me. I was not saying him, about him, you know. So he felt so happy and he slowed down. Again, from Onitsha to Benue, the driver, we became like family members in the vehicle. The point I'm trying to make is sometimes matter of approach matters. These people are human beings.
Yeah.
I didn't like that I slapped the other man. I used diplomacy this time around. I told him, okay, your tire will spoil you. And tires are very expensive. You know, the way you talk to somebody matters. If your driver is speeding, you don't need to be screaming at him. You don't need to be shouting at him. He's a human being. Some of these are my own family men. You know, so the way you talk to them matters. It's not that some are hardened, but then others, when you talk to them politely, they listen to you and they slow. It's not saying they don't love themselves too. They have lives too.
Okay.
So that's my point.
Magdalene,
Matters of what.
Magdalene, thank you. Next time, don't slap a bike because sector commander said that is dangerous. He could have thrown you.
I know.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, please don't try that at home. Magdalene says she slaps. You may slap, you may not be lucky. So don't try slapping. Use a diplomatic approach she provided. Good morning.
All right. Good morning, sir.
Thank you for joining us on Perspective.
All the presenters.
Thank you. We greet you.
My name is Engineer Victor Fachi, calling from Akodi Welfare Quarters.
Good to have you join us, Fachi.
Yeah, there is an incident I saw when I was coming back from Boko. At that Anune, there is a checking point of road safety there. I saw when the road safety man, one driver, when he loads, he did the load he carried was so much. When they stopped him, he shake hand with this thing, road safety man, and move her. I say, look at this. So look, those are the bad eggs, spoiling the road safety thing. Cool. And again, when this month we are entering, it's a very dangerous month, and the way guys are speeding on Taledi Road, Boko Road, and when you see them load, they will load passenger both their seat.
Hello,
Both their
Fachi.
seat.
Yes.
They will share their seats with passenger. If there's any issue, how will you control the vehicle? I think the road safety should do something about that. They should make sure if somebody is speeding out of point in the town, they should try to know the kind of vehicle and figure out the number so that they can hold those people are responsible. That's my point of view. Thank you all.
Thank you, Victor Fachi. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, Sector Commander, you are hearing real
Yes.
experiences of people,
Yes.
and of course, what is their encounter with your men on the roads. We hope that professional conduct will be strengthened. Good morning.
Hello?
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Good to have you join us on Perspectives.
Yes, my name is Solomon. I'm calling in Makodi, although I'm in Abuja, but I just come Makodi yesterday.
Okay, good to have you, Solomon. Solomon who, and which part of Makodi are you calling us from?
Solomon in Bill. I'm not in Makodi local government.
Okay, Solomon Imbu. Thank you. Go ahead.
Yeah, thanks, sir. Yeah. Okay, sir. In fact, I want to appreciate the sector commander and for the work that these people, the good work that these people doing. I apply road on daily basis. I drive car.
Okay, you are a driver.
So, yeah.
Good.
I love road safety. Today, in fact, the love I have for the road safety but I was disappointed from yesterday when I was from Abuja coming back to Makodi. Then after Kefi, like 2 kilometers away, I was coming down. I see the road safety put stone block road. And I did not see the stone because there was a vehicle there was a truck on my front, so I was not able to see at the front. So I was trying to maneuver because the driver, like the way you drive, like you have sleepless night. I don't know, but I was suspecting him. So I tried to maneuver. So am I trying to maneuver? I don't see the where also to block road with stone. I say, if not because of my brake, like if there was a time I have issue on my brake, if there was if that time, definitely the accident would have happened for yesterday. But it's because of my brake is very strong, so I have to match it automatic. So I was disappointed. Although this happened in Nasarawa State, I say, when will road safety start blocking load? It's for what? I think I will know them as road safety. So why these ones? Osha, they did not do anything. I thank God nothing happened, nothing bad happened, no accident. We drive safely and I reach my God is safe. So I want to appreciate the road safety and please ask the sector commander to please tell his men. At times when they see something, at times they overlook something. Like most times, some of them they try to cause accident by themselves with the drivers. And the issue of people complaining of shaking hand with road safety. You know, at times to shake hand with road safety is not too bad. You appreciate somebody like me. I do shake hand with road safety not because I'm bribing them, but I see them as my people. When I'm passing, at times I shake hand with them for them to buy pure water too. They are there for us. So shaking hand with them, I don't think there is nothing. I don't see anything bad there.
Okay.
It is why you see somebody, maybe you hold somebody with a fault. Maybe you hold somebody has something and you're trying to bribe you. That way you say the road safety are collecting bribe. But this one is not bribe. Some people do it when we know that they ask.
All right.
So I don't see anything bad on this, sir.
Solomon Imbio, thank you. Please always be cautious on the road. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Thank you. Yeah. Well, okay, that's a driver calling in. So fine, the drivers are also listening, and
Yes.
with the driver loving road safety the way Solomon loves, we hope he should be doing the right thing. Because it's not just about liking road safety, like them, but also assist them do the right thing. Good morning. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for joining us on Perspectives.
Yes, Emeka Anyo from North Bank.
Good to have you, Emeka Anyogo.
Yes, what I'm trying to say is that the road safety are doing a wonderful job. But you know, among 100, you must have a Judah.
Yes.
Like sometimes, I came from this issue of one in the area, from Boku. Like what the other person said, it is the same thing. The other day I went to Kasinala on my way coming back through this Obama junction to the other side. I saw many people inside one motor, small motor. They will carry almost 14 passengers inside. And the road safety people will see them. Nobody will say anything. My question is that, are these road safety people who stays on the road, doesn't they see these people so that they can arrest them and get revenue for the government? Because if you allow these people, somebody will carry like these small motors. You carry some people inside boot, some people inside the motor, and all these things they will fill in. Like in the front, you will see about 3 persons, and if something happens, they will say people in the village have caused accidents. It is not so. So I want the road safety to do more because they are for safety, not only to be on the road. You are for safety. They should arrest those people and get revenue for the government. Then secondly, like these Okada people, when you carry, like from Yobo Road to Nasmi Junction here, when you are coming from Yobo or Tatio, you see bag of rice. Somebody will carry it. You will see a woman sitting up. And then maybe if anything happens, there is no way that person can survive. And they will attribute it that it is that person inside village, those old people that have caused accidents. So I want the road safety to do more. And again, know how. You see, for somebody to be doing work on the road, and you pass and give that person pure water, that one is a different thing. But the one that the person sees you with, I would say, exhibit of carrying overload, carrying people that we through, and the person give you this thing. That's what I think is something that we have to say, that those people should please stop it.
All
They
right.
should not rubbish the name of road safety.
Thank
you very much. God continue blessing road safety for this Ember month
Thank
on
you.
the job that they are doing. And Okada people also should do the needful because they collaborate to cause more confusions. Thank you.
God should only bless road safety and not bless Agate Radio. All right, God should bless Agate Radio too for the job we are doing at Agate Radio, caring about your safety and that of the road safety too. All right, we are going to pause here momentarily. Sector Commander, you have listened to several callers. They touched on many issues. But let's start with Matthew Asaga, who called in from Daudu Miro, which according to him, many of the accidents are caused from accidents that are occurring with the motorcycle due to non-usage of side mirror. Speak about this.
Okay. Sorry, Mr. Matthew, I only mentioned of a number plate when I talked about it. Actually, it is when we arrest them, we don't just look at a number plate alone. We look at, in fact, sometimes, some Okadas even install siren in their bike, thereby scaring vehicles. road users on the road. Yes. So once we see such, we also book them and we remove the siren. So look at side mirror as well.
Okay.
We book them. That's a lifetime violation. We book them for that, and we make sure that they do the right thing.
But Sector Commander, particularly, we're going to find out. Do you limit most of your work to only the vehicle in terms of car only violations? We get to witness of what motorcyclists are doing, especially in the township.
Yes, that's what I just said. That we have time, but we do it. The major focus is Okada, and we do it within the town. And we look at some of these things, number plate, and with Board of Internal Revenue and the VIO to do same.
Okay then. Now let's have your comments. Mrs. Joe shared quite an awful experience she had, even though that is not within your traffic corridor.
Yes.
But comment on that.
It's unfortunate.
What it speaks to the professional conduct of men of the corps.
Yes, it's very, very unfortunate for what happened there. Normally, we tell passengers when you discover that drivers are driving dangerously, talk to them. Don't be too harsh. If you talk to them with respect and they don't listen, you may not know road safety phone number, any road safety officer, the phone number, but call 122. Call 122. It has helped so many passengers. There was, I think, about 2 months ago, that number was called from Lagos. The man was 18 passengers bus going to Taraba, carried about 200 liters of fuel in the vehicle, and you know how dangerous that could be. They warned him and he did not listen. They said the vehicle was smelling, and you can imagine if anything happens, what would have gone wrong. So they called that 122. Eventually, the vehicle was apprehended in Ondo State between Akure and Owo. So when such thing happens, please call 122. You will be helped. They will call the nearest command to that scene. All you need to do, call the 122, report, make your case, and give your location.
All right, but also beyond calling the 122, the professional conduct of your men.
Yes.
Right, because this is about the driver calling 122.
Calling 122.
But
no, not the driver. Passenger. Anybody can call 122.
And no, what I mean is having to call 122. You are talking about the passenger reporting, maybe the vehicle, the driver.
Yes.
But your man, you listen to at the point where she said, even though the man was reported to your men, although Mrs. Joe also praised your men for doing that job.
Like in Benue State. We talked before they embark on patrol in the morning. There's something we call pre-patrol brief. We will tell them how to talk to, how to behave to motorists and to avoid extortion, avoid anything that will bring the name of the corps into disrepute. This is what we tell them. It's unfortunate, though. She said it happened around I think Plateau State or so. Otherwise, if it's within my jurisdiction, I would have investigated. But unfortunately, like one of the callers said, you cannot. When you have 12 children, there may be one or two Judas among them. But however, we talk to them on a daily basis. And when we hear such report, we will not spare them.
All right, maybe when you go to some of your national engagements, you can also bring it up with your colleagues. Plateau is a neighboring state. It's part of our state, Nasarawa, some of
for
the
example,
states
like the one raised by, I think, Mr. Matthew. This is a blocking of the road. In fact, after this program, I'm going to call my colleague because I know road safety is not known for roadblock. We don't do it.
All right. And, of course, you listened to Abella, who called from Naka. We talked about what motorcyclists are doing, loading too many persons on them, bags of farm produce, rice with people stacked on them. Are you addressing that as a rural community challenge?
Yes. As part of the arrangement we have for December month, we want to this mobile cost sitting. We want to carry some of them to the rural areas, not just the metropolis alone. I think we'll look at that and make sure that this NACA is also part of it. This Ember month, by the grace of God, and it's going to be a continuous exercise. We also have taken note. We also look at that area too.
All right. So we hope that should be intensified so that the challenge will be addressed. 0814-335-9292. A few more calls before we come back. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Hello. Okay, the line is available 699-9404. 0912-699-9404. Good morning. Okay. Yes, go ahead,
okay.
Sector Commander.
Yes, I also want to let people know that drivers, they have right to. You have to talk to them with respect. If driver is overspeeding or is doing what to you, so when you should remember that it's only when you talk to them.
We hope that they will listen.
This is Congo Temba calling from Mobile Barracks.
Okay, Congo, go ahead.
Yeah, I want to appreciate road safety for their work. And I want to advise road safety. I want to help them in this way. On the issue of Okada, there are so many people in this Okada, especially in Makurdi here. So if anything like this, the simple way to handle Okada is to go to Okada head office. Let them make announcement. In fact, within a week, it will get to each and every Okada, so that there will be no breakdown of law. And secondly, Naka road that the sector commander is talking about, the security on Naka road is not guaranteed. So in case, if they are going there, they should be very careful.
Thank you.
That is just my contribution.
Thank you.
Okay. Dehemba, thank you very much for your contribution. We appreciate it. 0814-335-9292. We'll take some few messages before we come back. And this one says, good morning to Agate Radio. Okay, that's more related to our program. This one says, security is an exercise. Therefore, the lawful practices on our roads should be maintained by both drivers and road safety agencies. As it is said, life has no replacement. Isaac Utswa from Anchiha Tsejime in Uma local government. Isaac, thank you for your message. Another one here says, good morning, Nathaniel, and the officer in the studio. My name is Uja Gabriel from Welfare Quarters. My question is, the numbers of your men you deployed at that road safety junction precisely, do you think is called for? Because most time accident, traffic jam, and crash do happen there whenever they are at that location. Okay. All right. Your message, Uja, is not really, but that's okay. We are trying to make sense of it.
I think
Oh, you got sense of what he's saying?
Yes.
All right. That's okay. When we come back, you respond to it. Another one here says, Okay, unfortunately, there's no name to that message, so we may not take a blind message. But so let's have you respond to Uja pointedly.
Okay, I think he's talking about the road safety junction. We are coming from that's a Boko Alede Road. Well, we don't even. It's only once in a while when we have a special patrol, and like I said, the special patrol is actually targeted at certain traffic infraction. We don't go there. They were there yesterday, and I think the target offense was overloading. So it depends, and usually for just maybe 2 hours, the hours of maybe 7 to 9 o'clock. So that is why you have so many of the men there.
Okay, so Uja Gabriel, but do you is it true that when they cause accident, Uja Gabriel is saying so?
No, it's not true.
I don't know.
It's not true.
Okay, all right. Uja
Yes. It is actually targeted at certain traffic infraction. If it is overloading, if you are going on your way, if you are not over.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for joining us on Perspectives.
I appreciate you so much.
Thank you. Could you speak up? You sound very distant from your phone.
I think you're here now.
Here now. Go ahead, sir.
I greet you. Appreciate so much.
Thank you, sir.
For that talking of traffic.
Thank you.
My name is Shuro Ganya, coming from Bakiriku, government.
Show Aganyam.
Aganyi.
Okay, Show Aganyi.
Ngwa.
All right. Go ahead, Aganyi.
Thank you.
Yes.
There is a wonderful thing where this driver they do where go carry by who to food. So here like this, there go grow. People go ring you. So good. Maybe they tell them say if you do like that, good because you carry one. Show tire front and back, carry passenger plate, they go with them. It's very dangerous. Good. I beg them. Thank you. I beg you.
Sure, Aganyi. Thank you very much for calling in. Yeah. All right. Still on the motorcycle. I'm quite a bit surprised that the Bemoa chairman did not show up. So many things touched on him. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Thank you for joining us on Perspectives.
Yes, I am Okunye Benjamin calling from Yakio.
Okunye Benjamin?
Akuhe
Benjamin. Go ahead.
Yes, I just want to throw light on concerning this company they call Green Line. Those truck.
Green Line?
Yes.
Okay.
Those truck, I think it's for petrol they move. They move really fast, and this road is bad. So it has been drawing attention in this Muslim and can show. They don't know how to control their speed. They just speed anyhow, and that can lead to serious accident. And any accident happen like that, it's very fatal.
Akuhe Benjamin, sorry, let me ask you to be clear about what you're saying. The Green Line you are talking about, is it a transport company, or what Green Line that you are referring to is in context of what exactly?
I would say they are petrol, like a company, a petrol company.
Okay,
tankers.
It's a tanker. Greenville.
Yes.
You are talking about Greenville, maybe.
Yes.
It's Greenville. I think I have. Yes, go ahead. I'm done. I just needed to establish the clarification. So
I think the road safety will work on it for them to maintain the way they speed.
Okay.
Yes, thank you. That's all.
Akuhe, thank you very much for calling in. Okay, I think it's not just Greenville, the menace of the articulated vehicles in general who we're talking about. That, and of course.
Good morning, sir.
Thank you for joining us.
Sir, I'm Asuma Numba calling from Payongo.
Asuma, the network in Payongo this morning does not want you to speak to us.
Sir?
Move away from your radio set, Asuma. Your radio is interfering. Just move away from.
Okay, sir.
Asima Ondova, go ahead. Go ahead, please. Hello, Asima? Oh, we lost connection with Asima. Well, it's okay. Good morning.
Good morning, Ogana Tani and Nongo.
Thank you so much for joining us on Perspectives.
Yes, I want to appreciate you. My name is Nathaniel Anwanyo, calling you from Bajimba Guma local government.
All right, good to have you join us, Nathaniel.
My regards to your studio.
Thank you.
Oga Commander, good morning, sir.
Good morning, my brother.
I want to appreciate you very much for this wonderful program. In fact, Mr. Nathaniel, you are giving us cold mineral. And it's not in cold mineral with a good cake every day. Thank you very much, Oga. No, I want to appreciate you.
We appreciate that Gate Radio for always providing the platform. Thank you.
The issue of road safety, they are doing a wonderful job. For me, those Okada and box drivers, they are rushing because of money. That is not good. Please and please, I want to appeal to you people. Okada rider and box driver rushing again. Road safety, they are doing a wonderful job. So, God, thank you very much for this program. Thank you, sir.
Nathaniel, thank you. Awanyo, we appreciate you. Stay safe too. Okay, Sector Commander, you were talking about collaborating with NATO. But before you continue on that thought, one more call so that when we come back, it will be our thoughts to conclude gradually. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Thank you. Could you speak up? You sound inaudible.
Good morning. Good morning. Can you hear me?
Very well now.
This is Aldo Michael. I am calling from Angus Fraser Memorial High School too.
All right, Aldo Michael. Thank you for joining us.
I appreciate you in the studio, Mr. Nathaniel, and I get radio.
Thank you very much.
I also appreciate the sectional commander.
Thank you.
I appreciate their work as well. I just have a question. There's one experience I had with road safety at this road safety junction around that, how do they call it, Piccola filling station. I think yes. That's
Total, opposite Total.
Yes.
Okay.
So I was on a bike. I was carrying my wife at the back. So there were all those road safety junction, and I discovered that the road was somehow quiet and some vehicles were turning back. So I thought maybe I don't have any issues. So, and I am not with any, I don't offend anybody. So I decided to speed up, and they now blocked me. So my tire now, it was unexpected. So they now blocked me, and my tire touched one of their officers. And then the man said that I came and jammed him. So he was like, he wanted to beat me up. He threw his slap on me.
Okay, Michael, summarize. Don't take us too much through the drama. Just summarize the problem.
Okay.
Yes.
So that was what happened. And later on now, they said I was not having a side mirror. That was my offense. They said I was not having side mirror. And then I see that most people, even Okada, they were not having side mirror. And then they arrested me that I should go and pay. At the end of the day, I paid 5,000 to their office. They took my bike to their office. I should pay. So I went and paid to the account. So I don't know. Is it only me that the offense, I committed that offense of not having side mirror, or because some Okada were passing, and other people too?
Michael, thank you. We'll get the sector commander to respond. Thank you very much for sharing your experience. Welcome. Thank you. Yeah. Of course, because of time, that will be the last call we'll take. So, Sector Commander, let's begin with your collaboration with NATO, as you were talking about addressing the challenge of articulated vehicles on the Benue traffic corridor. Before we go to the concern by
the issue raised by that agreement, we equally let them know, because we've been having collaboration and we'll continue, especially this Ember month period that we are in, to ensure that their trucks are well maintained and they have this valve, safety valve, and they should avoid overspeeding as well. Talk to their drivers. Sometimes they call us. They call when they have their meeting. We go there to sensitize their drivers. So we'll continue to do that as well. I will also bring up the issue raised by that caller on the green vibe. We'll also let them know.
All right. So, how do Michael share his experience? Why do your men targeted only a private motorcycle user? When you book people for side mirror, do you book only commercial?
We book both both commercial and it's one of the question raised or concern raised by one of the callers that we don't book. It depends on our target of offense. When we have a special patrol, we have a focus. Perhaps I don't know when I don't know when that happened, but you were not having side mirror. It's not right. Whether either it's private or commercial, you're supposed to have a side mirror. You are supposed to be licensed. You have a number plate. So if you are booked for not having a side mirror, please go and fix the side mirror.
All right. Anyway, but he say one of your men slapped him.
No, he said almost slapped him. the way he said that his tire touched one of the officers.
Yes.
And you know what that means.
Okay.
But thank God he said almost slapped him, not even slapped.
Okay. But I think your men should be professional, not to be slapping, engaging in fisticuff with our.
Yes, I agree with you. We talk to them on that.
Yes.
But some drivers, some bikes too can be very funny. I'm not encouraging them to be unprofessional. That's not what I'm talking about.
Yes.
But I also want to let them know that when you are stopped, please stop.
All right.
They are not carrying guns.
Sector Commander, our time is no longer there. What policy reforms are needed to enhance road safety in Nigeria? This should be our concluding thoughts.
Attitudinal change. On attitudinal change on our drivers and our road users generally. We need to change our attitude. We need to change our attitude and know that some of these, if we change our attitude, we can avoid a lot of crashes on our roads. And also, just like the theme of this year Ember Month campaign, speak up. Please, we ensure that when you see something, you say something. When drivers are misbehaving on the road, please say something. Caution them politely anyway, but caution them. And if you caution them politely and they are not listening, call the next report to any police, any law enforcement agents or road safety office. The issue will be addressed.
Corps Commander Steve Ayodele is the Sector Commander, Federal Road Safety Corps, Benue State Command. He joined us here on this edition of Perspectives to share thoughts with us on road traffic safety during Ember Month. Sector Commander, we appreciate you for your valuable time.
Thank you.
Dear listener, that's our program today. I get ready to care about your safety. We're in the Ember Month. Stay safe. Avoid the hustle and bustle of the traffic associated with this time so that you celebrate. And of course, as we go forward, we are looking forward to have more of this engagement so that our traffic corridors will be safe. I am Nathaniel Nongo. Join us on Friday for a fresh edition. Goodbye.